Welcome back to the GSL Codex. I want to make a quick correction there. In our subtitles, it said they're referring to FOXLyn, not FOXMoon. FOXLyn is in our group. So
don't worry, we will have John lashed 30 times for this. All right. Really interesting things that were said by all those people there.
Yeah.
This is actually, I think, a very interesting group because these players are kind of unknown. They're all really varying in skill, going up and down quite a bit.
I think this group is pretty even.
From what we can tell, but some of these players may have improved dramatically.
Well,
like Lynn said,
yeah.
I'm improving very fast. I know I'm not that great right now, but I'm really making big strides.
Yeah.
And I believe it. He's a very talented Warcraft 3 player.
He's
shown a lot of potential in Code A last season.
Look, any pro gamer who can get, in the top 8 in the world at their respective game are a threat. Now, so far, hold that thought. What about the Secret Girls? I wonder what they think about this. Hold on.
주문 토스 이형섭 선수, 이번에도 마법 같은 주문으로 차분한 경기 운영 보여주세요. 저선아가 지켜볼게요. 아자아자! 테란의 신준, 박준 선수의 위험으로 GSL 마취를 더욱 불태워주세요. 코드 A에 이어서 코드 S까지 꼭 접수하시길 바랍니다. 박준 선수, 화이팅! 프로토스의 새로운 전설 서명덕 선수, 지금까지 보여준 좋은 컨트롤로 진정한 챔피언이 되시길 바랄게요. 서명덕 선수, 화이팅! 노장 저그 박상익 선수, 감독과 선수로서 다방면에 출중하신 것 같아요. 이번 시즌에서 첫 감독 겸 선수 우승을 기대해보도록 하겠습니다. 파이팅!
All right, so we're back. Thank you, Secret Girls.
Yes. It is now my goal in life to make it into Code S. So that I can see what the Secret Girls have to say about me.
What are they going to talk about me? We're everyday Secret Girls. I want your attention. So, we have a PvT. Choya getting the haircut.
Yeah, shave his
You
head.
could
Looks
shoot that
really
guy out of a
young like
cannon
that.
now.
Yeah, you could do that. You could also do that to the people with hair, of course.
No, it would not be as aerodynamic or Tosis. You
Okay.
don't know how to shoot people out of cannons. Don't pretend to be an expert. It's something you're not. You're going to look silly.
Maybe if you gel their hair up into a spike.
Ooh, that's
It'd
better.
be even more aerodynamic.
More deadly, too. Now, Choya
You might be able to swim through the water much quicker, though.
That is true. Now, Choya against Lynn. It's going to be a PvT. I think Choya, if I had to put a favorite in the group, based on previous results, I'd say Choya is probably...
Based on previous results.
Yeah, if it's
that
results,
takes the guesswork out of it.
Although I think Choya's playstyle is better against people who are usually more solid than him. Whereas I think these players, the Wind Bonbons and the, Lynn, are pretty solid.
Ooh, Lynn took out no maps, by the way.
Interesting.
So we're going to see it on Scrap Station. That's going to be a good map, actually, for Lynn against Choya here. Medevac Harassment can be very good here.
Yep. Lynn's style, he's definitely not like the macro style unless we got TDT. Generally more harass style, makes sense. He was an Orc in Warcraft 3. You got to use a Blade Master.
That's right.
And
it's like a DT and a Vulture put together, Tasos.
Yeah.
It's like the sickest thing ever,
Pretty good, man.
Speed of a Vulture. The
Blade Master was the sickest hero in War 3. Now, I'm kind of shocked that he didn't remove the map.
Yeah, that shows a lot of confidence in his part.
Because for me, when I do tournaments, if I can remove a map, I will always remove a map, no matter what.
Yeah, of course.
I just have to practice less on him.
Exactly.
So the countdown's begun. Let's get ready for choyafOu against FOXLyn here, PvT at the GSL. Over here in the red, our Protoss player on this one-on-one map.
choyafOu.
choyafOu. We'll be referring to him as Choya throughout these games. Over here in the blue, on our other starting location, FOXLyn, formidable Warcraft 3 pro gamer.
Yeah. Fox is only Code S guy. In fact, didn't Moon lose in the first round of Code A?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to have to get back in through those qualifiers, which, let me tell you, Tasteless, excuse me, are ridiculously hard.
Yeah, they might.
And Code A is becoming just a beastly tournament as well.
And
So,
as each
yeah.
season progresses, we're going to see more and more and more awesome players in both Code A and Code S.
Yeah.
I mean, the number of good people from Code S that are in Code A is insane.
Well, we see that SCV having an aneurysm, finally throws down the barracks. Choya going to scout that quite quickly. Again, a pretty quick scout off here. Probably wants to harass with his probe some. You're going to scout that quick with your probe on the 2-player map. You better harass, Tasteless. You better get him to chase you with an SCV and lose some mining time.
It's always the right thing to do. Get him to take one SCV up minerals. Makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does. Notice we see just standard for Kratos, but as I was going to say, notice that Lyn doing a good job of running SCVs back and forth, but will he possibly lose an SCV?
Orbital will be up soon when this SCV completes.
Oops. Takes a little bit too much damage on that probe.
He
That
might need
probe
to get
may
out
be
of there,
dying,
actually.
yeah. He has to get out now, Tasteless. Well, the Genton's good.
Because there is a Marine being made in there, and we all know what that looks like. Did you ever notice how, I believe it's Tychus Finley being made in the cutscene, is smoking a cigar,
Yeah.
and then his helmet closes with a cigar in it? Watch that cutscene again, guys. Notice that.
Yeah.
Imagine he's like clam baking inside of his helmet, but then he eventually has to, eventually it burns to the end and burns his lips, and he drops, and the cigar butts on his neck. He's like, bro! His big Marine hand slapped in his helmet that's closed.
Maybe he's one of those guys that puts out the cigar in his mouth on his tongue or something. You ever see those guys?
Yeah, I see those guys.
Yeah. It's so gross, but it looks so manly and cool.
Yeah.
I've been practicing it. It's not working
Putting
out.
cigars out on your tongue.
Yeah, man, it hurts.
Enjoy your food while it lasts.
I don't want to taste anything. I want to have a cool trick with a cigar, even though I don't smoke.
Now, Stalker will be out soon. Warp Gate on the way. And then we're going to see what these guys are doing. This is the one matchup where it's very easy to hide what you're doing until your opponent is gone. That's why intel is so critical after the start of the game.
That's quite true. And I gotta say, I do like that Choya's getting some stalkers out right away. And ooh,
nice.
going for a Stargate. But again, I like the stalkers, and this is actually a good combination because first off, Sentry is not going to be quite as good on this map because you need 2 force fields to block the ramp.
Yeah.
And they just aren't good fighting units. Secondly, with the Void Rays that he's going to be making, or even if it's Phoenix, this is going to couple pretty well with it because obviously the Void Ray is going to do well against Marauders, and the Stalker can out-micro Marines. So there's some synergy there in his unit choices so far.
Now, there is a build you can do on this map. PVT, where you actually hide a few Void Rays, then you attack on this map, and it is pretty scary.
Yeah.
Or you show one and then like make 3 or 4 more and then attack. Messes everything up.
Now, these Marauders do have concussive shells, and there's only... He's going to have to get a Zealot out very quickly. I think he's waiting for Warp
This
Gates to
SCV
get
is
the
just going to
Zealot.
get in. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you up there. This SCV is going to get in and see that.
Yeah, that's
Pretty bad.
That's pretty bad. But he had to have the Stalkers over on the side, so the Marauders couldn't just come up and kill him.
True, true.
So that just kind of worked out well for Lyn, and Lyn moves back. That's funny. I actually would have gone up there and done a little bit of damage.
We don't normally see Terrans do that. It's pretty smart.
Ooh,
Phoenixes.
Phenai, perhaps.
You want to make our casting that much more difficult?
How many Phenai does he have now? Everyone's like, what is a Phenai?
All his Phenai have been destroyed.
Well, he only has a Phoenix right now, Tasteless. Don't call it Phenai until he has more than one.
Got to get my pluralization right. Pluralizing. You know, pluralization's even a word.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Now, this Phoenix is going to be good in this position because if Terran moves out, it's a pretty far walk back home.
Yeah, that's quite true. And, you know, Phoenixes are just a useful unit.
If you're going to pick up one thing in the Terran's base, make it be a mule, guys.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, but don't lose your Phoenix to kill it. Oh, my.
That would have been bad had you lost the Phoenix.
Yeah, in fact, losing that much health for one mule, I'm borderline on it. Matters what his plans are for the Phoenixes throughout the game.
All right, 4-gate Phoenix. 3-gate Phoenix, excuse me. No, that is 4-gate, isn't it?
5-gate.
5-gate, okay.
So, but he is making a Nexus, so... Huh. Looks like he wants to get maybe a good timing off. You know, if you pick up a few meals here and there, the size of the Terran army is going to be reduced.
You can see he debated getting an SCD there.
Ooh, I like this a lot.
This is smart. With Terran being, with Terran having 2 command centers, and ultimately having to be in 2 places at once, it's going to be very easy for Choya to ebb away at his army.
Oh, you know what else is cool? Is that making a lot of Phoenix it's going to force Marines. And if you force a lot of Marines, and you're making some sentries and some stalkers, you're going to be less and less afraid of Marauders because there's not going to be as many. So it's kind of a cool way that he's
Got to
playing.
be careful here.
Yeah. Does lose that and really hurt Phoenix. So.
I think he just killed the automaton. Did you see that on your screen?
No, the automaton's still there.
No, Lynn. No, excuse me, I mean Choya killed the automaton.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. I saw it on your screen when you weren't looking.
Oh.
Rarely do we see a neutral unit killed. Murderer.
I always make sure to kill him. You have to choose sides, neutral units. No Switzerland's in Starcraft.
Double Forge, I love it.
Good move on that mule.
Ouch!
Oh,
loses
loses
Phoenix,
another
though.
one. Been getting ready for some aggression through the center there. But yeah, the double forge, as you said, Tasteless, is one of my favorite builds in this matchup.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
using it a lot.
You can just chrono boost out your upgrades so quickly.
Oh, yeah. And because it's so new, Terrans aren't even really checking to see if you're doing the double upgrades. Very nice. A few more units picked up. A Ghost, I believe that was.
There are some ghosts out, though, and those are obviously going to be very helpful against any sentry energy.
Now,
but Choya is spreading those right now, so we're going to have to see.
This is a build you don't really get to practice against.
Yeah.
As Terran. I mean, people just don't really do this build very much.
Yeah, it's kind of a stylistic thing. We haven't really seen even Choya do this very much. It's not really the style he's shown us in the past.
Yeah, and Choya has sort of got his own way to play the game.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Absolutely. It's always fun to see a stylistic player go at it. So it looks like
sentries, 2 of them picked up here. That's huge.
Yeah, that is actually very nice.
I think he only lost 1 Marine there.
Very good usage of those Marines on the side. There's only 4 sentries left right now. That is a lot less force fields and guardian shields than he wanted. Now Blink on the way, +1 attack and +1 armor on the way as well. More gateways being made. He's going to go up to, wow, that's a lot of gates.
Ooh.
Phoenix.
Losing a lot of HP on that 1 Phoenix.
Yeah, his Phoenix taking a lot of damage.
He should have 1-1 by now. Will you check for me? Do you mind?
It's almost done.
Almost done? Yeah. Oh, what am I saying?
+1.
You have your production tab open.
Yeah.
Okay.
+1 almost done for Terran. Now, the thing about Double Forge is, yeah, rushing to 1-1 is pretty cool, but the real trick is to rush to 2-2. Because you'd be a little bit ahead on upgrades if you're 1-1 against Terran at this stage of the game. Maybe 1 upgrade ahead, but if you rush to 2-2, you're going to be 2 or 3 upgrades ahead. So
yeah, that's quite true.
It makes a huge difference at 2-2 normally. Not nearly as much at the lower levels.
You know, Choya is doing a great job of harassing.
Yeah, he has 5 kills, 3 kills, 0 kills, and 4 kills. So altogether, that's, who knows? No one can count like that. No one can add up numbers I say like that quickly.
It's never been done
Everyone's
before.
like